Everybody stare at the camera.
This is how we do it.
Welcome, everybody, to Headbangers Hangout episode...
It's 3.
Take him a minute.
Is it? Wait, give me a second. So it was...
Alright.
Hello, everyone. I'm an idiot. As you can see here, everybody is perfectly in frame. Except for me. This is the first big mistake that I've really done in all of my videos, so I think we can let this one slide with some funny JPEGs of me and, yeah, just ignore that. Sorry. Today we are joined by PoolHouse, a indie grunge band, I'd call you guys.
I like the term indie alternative better.
Alternative. Okay. Alright, cool. We'll go. I like alternative.
It's a lot more flexible.
It's flexible, yeah. I like the flexibleness of this. Yeah. I'm holding my mic today because I can't plan that we're 5 people, but whatever, we bowl. Yeah. So,
fuck it.
Just holding my So the audio stuff is going well, right?
I'm holding it like a metal vocal. Double clutch.
Oh, what a great start we're having.
Great start.
So, PoolHouse, an indie alternative band. Let's introduce the members one by one. Let's start here. We always start at the point.
Alright, so I'm Shane, I play drums.
Drummer.
I'm Giannis, I play bass guitar and I sing occasionally. That wasn't a voice crack, you're a voice crack.
You suck!
I'm the bassist and I occasionally sing. My name is Giannis.
Cool.
I'm Bonga, I'm the guitar player.
Guitar player?
Lead guitar player.
Guitar player.
I'm the rhythm guitar player and the vocalist.
We had this. Somebody once asked one of my previous bands, okay, so who's guitarist 1? And we're like, yeah, I'm guitarist 1, he's guitarist 2. Wait, no, that sounds mean. He's rhythm. All right, cool. So let's talk about, I'm going to get straight into the most important question that everybody is wondering. How fucking old are you guys? Damn, dude, like, come on, bro. I am young, and you guys look young to me. What is happening?
Okay, well, you know what? It's just a great skincare routine.
Great skincare routine.
I'm actually 43. So
Yeah, no, I've been in my 60s for 3 years now.
Okay, so one of you found like a Korean skincare routine and just spread it.
You know what? We were
Alright,
talking
cool.
about, like, off air just now. We're talking about how we actually did JFK. Yeah.
Yes.
That was us, so we're that old.
That old.
All seriousness. All seriousness.
Interesting.
I am 18.
18, okay.
I'm old enough, don't worry.
Old enough. Hey, that's the right answer.
Yeah, I'm old enough to party.
Old enough to party. Those are good answers. You're not old enough to party. Where was this? I can't remember the place's name. But we went to this one club the one night because we ditched the bar. We weren't having fun. So we went to another one. All my friends go in. Guy stopped me. It's like, how old are you? And I'm like laughing. I'm like, I'm 22. He's like, So, boys 23 and up, girls 21 and up.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That is
That was
funny.
absolutely
What?
crazy.
That is funny, man.
That's some
So,
Black Mirror
no,
shit.
you're not old enough to party.
But you know what? If I don't shave for a month, I could pause for like.
All right, cool. Fair enough. All right, cool. PoolHouse, you guys got a cool logo with the little PoolHouse, and your EP very, almost said grunge again, alternative indie type vibes. What inspired this album? Where'd you get the idea from?
Can I take this one?
If you want to, man. I mean,
Okay, so I feel like, when I met Bonga, the whole idea, like, an inception for the band was kind of, we all have such different musical influences. So to come in and add such diverse influences from what we play, you know, on our instruments and our like stylistic choices. For that to come together is kind of what inspired the EP. Just us in the pool house making music together, developing a sound, you know.
It's really just an accumulation of everyone making what they think is cool, you know, in their time, and then we get together and we blend together. Like, fun fact, Danish Invasion like almost perfectly syncs up with Rihanna's Love on the Brain.
I'm gonna test that.
You test that, go to the chorus, like, go to the chorus, like, it's the same thing.
Oh, that's freaking sick. Okay, cool. Interesting. So the album's basically a clusterfuck of ideas.
Yeah,
As an album should be.
To narrow it down, yeah.
All right, cool. Do you guys all pitch in equally, or is there like some of you kind of have the main ideas? How's the dynamic of the bands?
Well, it's usually either Giannis or myself come in with like Giannis usually comes in with like more of like lyrical content and like a chord progression.
I'm terrible at lyrics.
No, same. I pretty much only come in with like full-fledged completed music, and I say to the band like, okay, let's build on this. And then Harren, usually he's the guy that like writes the lyrics and
I give them riffs.
He comes in with riffs and
Take apart his drums completely.
he finds my drums boring. He finds them
Usually
boring
overcomplicated.
because he's jazzy, dude. That's his thing. He's jazzy.
Yeah, I grew up on jazz. I play jazz. That's my thing. So there's a lot of like jazz stuff that goes into that from my side. Obviously, that contrasts with Giannis's metal
What
influences.
the shit? Yeah, it's pretty diverse.
Well, you know what?
Honestly, why?
My band is like metal, punk, metal.
That
Yeah.
works. That works perfectly. You know?
that
works perfectly.
So, but that's very cool that you guys
Yeah.
can work together, even though you do have such a diverse sound.
Yeah. I find
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, I write really busy parts because, you know, super jazzy, but I have to simplify it a bit because it's
I have to simplify it for you. I have to come in and be like, Shane, less. And then he's like, okay, fine.
I'm usually like that on the guitar. Everybody has something that's a very pretty chord, but can we have an octave?
Yeah, you know, you definitely. I don't think I've ever heard Shane play a bad groove.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, every now and then
It's
it's
just
like
too
let's
much.
leave space for guitars.
We were having
you know.
we were having the exact same argument. Sometimes the drummer just very cool Phil, but we can't count in with you. You just dial it back a little bit.
Taurus need to learn how to count, bro.
You know what? Eat my ass. Go write a chord progression.
Bro.
All right, cool. And you guys are all old enough. So how did you guys meet? School together, studied,
Crazy
friends
stuff,
from a
man.
long time.
You're gonna take it, bro.
This is crazy, right? So at the time, I was like, I just come off like finishing my rock school, whatever, and then I wanted to.
Which grade did you do?
8.
Oh shit! No, I'm 5.
Yeah, so I finished my rock school grade 8, and then I wanted to play with live people because I realized, you know, my playing can only grow exponentially if I go out and play with actual musicians,
True.
not just the backtrack. So I actually went into a guitar store. I was a turnkey in Randburg, and then I walked up to the guitar counter and I'm like, "Hey man, I'm looking for someone to jam with. Can you put me in contact with anyone?" And he was like, "It just so happened that Bongo walked into the same guitar store a few months prior and asked for a drummer." So it was like, he put us in contact, and then we sat for 2 years looking for other musicians. It was quite rough, because we weren't in the scene or anything. So it was like a little bit of a rough start, you know. But eventually we found Harren, who knew Giannis. And then
Fucking it took so long though, man. It took, and I was like so fucking bad at the time.
We
I was like
met at
so
what,
shit.
like a party.
Yeah, it was our friend's birthday party, and he invited like Harren and one of our other friends, Josh, and then me and another guy, and then Harren and I were like, "You play guitar? I play guitar," and we just sat in the room, just
sat there.
Pretty much how every band
yeah.
starts.
And eventually, I called him, and I was like, "Hey, you want to join a band?" And he was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Actually, I remember I was still working as a sound engineer at that point, Rumors Lounge, and I could, just after the show finished, I was watching the band and I was like, damn, I need to get me in a band. A week later, this man calls me and he's like, "Hey bro, you can sing and play bass guitar, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool. pull up.
That's sick.
So no, it all fell into place. It took about 2 years, but it fell into place.
It took about 2 years in our time, Shane and I's time. For you guys, it was like a week.
Oh yeah, no, I had to wait like a week, and next time I was playing. With
No, I was
bands.
looking for other bands. Believe me.
Okay.
Well, I don't know the
Struggle is real. Speaking
Harry
about being a bedroom guitarist and just sitting there with your guitar and, I don't know, just chinging, whatever, messing around with your instruments and trying to start a band. I know the struggle. How are you guys finding the music industry, the big boy world? After, after playing in your guitar with backing tracks and, like you said, going through all those guitar school stages and like, oh yeah, I think I'm getting somewhere. Then you go into the real world and it's like, this is ass. I want to die.
Shit, right?
How's it for you guys?
Luckily for me, I went into the music industry with a band, so it's like, oh, okay, cool. If, I fuck up, he's got the thing, whatever, right? But other than that, I found it fairly pleasant, fairly easy to navigate. Except for the fact that it's just like, whoa, it's so boring. The predominant South African music scene is very sleeping on the rock and metal bands. So
definitely.
That's the hardest part is being able to be yo, we're a metal band, because then everyone's they're like, oh, don't call me unless you play piano.
Can you imagine being in I don't know, fucking California and somewhere and trying to advertise yourself versus advertising yourselves here?
Look, I think we are privileged to have a lot of really friendly people in the music scene.
We do have a lot of friendly people.
It's a really nice community in Joburg, but again, very niche community, unfortunately. But very, very friendly people. A lot of the bands we've played with have been nothing but awesome. Nothing but good things.
Who are some of your homies? Who bands do you like to play with?
homies.
Yeah.
Butch and the Lone Wolf. We played with them on Saturday.
Yeah.
Those guys were super nice.
great.
It was the gig was pretty freaking empty, but they made it a really cool thing. They made it
Yeah.
they
I was
were
also
really
there.
cool. Yeah,
I was just there with my camera, trying my best.
You're there.
There's some great local bands. Not all of them we know personally, but I mean, In Bloom, Drumfish, Lefoka Lordi.
Who else, man? We know so many dudes.
PoolHouse, you should listen to PoolHouse.
Oh, PoolHouse, they suck, bro.
We know.
Aaron, bro, you should keep going with that list of bands.
Why'd you point it at me?
Who do we know?
Oh,
we played with quite a few people.
played with
We
sex-
played with
was,
Carnival Creatures.
Carnival Creatures.
Carnival Creatures, Undead Generation.
Undead Generation. Fucking love them.
Oh,
They're
dude,
great.
slap.
There's this band called Distortion.
Distortion
of Emphasis or something.
Fuck yeah!
Distortion of Emphasis. I don't know, some shit local band.
We saw them play at a Jar Bar, right?
Yeah.
But we had to leave because we got parents.
I had to study.
And I saw the lead singer. It's bedtime. Yeah, no, my mom called me. She's like, where are you? I'm like, we're still in Pretoria. And she's like, get home now. But the lead singer's shirt, dude. Oh my god. I don't know if he remembers what T-shirt he was wearing, but that was a sick shirt, bro.
W.
Was a sick shirt.
W T-shirt, bro.
From my side, I'd have to say local bands that I know would be Lower Hollow, Hell Hollow, Middle Grounds. Volvadenia, obviously, for anybody who knows the slam world in the SA, Volvadenia.
Yeah.
Who else? Any local metal bands or just bands in general? Who else did we play? Didn't we?
Dihiera, they're fucking awesome.
Oh, dude,
Dihiera's
absolute
great.
Mainstorm. Peak.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But and they're all really
6
cool
feet
guys.
apart.
All really
6 feet apart.
All really
Six
sick
feet
dudes,
apart.
man.
No, you hang up pretty fire.
I played with 6 feet apart 2 years ago at Rumors Rock City.
Ooh.
And yeah,
Oof, Magoof, bro. Rock City.
Rock City.
That is wild.
And it was a very good gig. And I remember my band members, my bassist and our drummer, they fucking fell in love with the bass chick. I don't know why.
Oh no!
But I think she's married. but I just remember him they would just jaws on the floor. She's the coolest thing ever. And then after the stage, she just jumped off the stage and gave her boyfriend this massive kiss, and he just sank onto the floor.
My guy's
in fetal position.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
But it
man.
is true what you said. The scene that we do have here, the band's very supportive. Everybody loves
so
each other.
cool.
Everybody
It's
tries to talk to each other.
think that's-
Hence the podcast. That's what we're trying to get going on. We're trying to do that just a bit more. I wanted to say formal, but that's definitely not the right word. Just a bit more cohesive. Let's say cohesive is the right.
Cohesive.
Yeah.
Word of the day. Cohesive. Tomorrow it will be viscous.
Viscous.
How do you spell viscous? Man?
I'm a math teacher, not an English teacher.
Got him.
Fuck out of here, bro.
So, you're a drummer, you're a bassist, you're a guitarist, and your lead, your rhythm.
Rhythm, yeah.
But from what I've seen when we were jamming earlier, everybody here's a fucking guitarist. Everybody wants to be a lead
nothing
guitarist.
about
No,
guitar.
I don't.
Except for the drummer.
There's not enough time in this lifetime to learn one instrument. I practice my drums very hard. Take that stuff very seriously.
Fucking bullshit.
I think we take turns with it, hey? Sometimes, like, if it's a song that Giannis is singing and he can't play the bass, then I'll fit in for the bass. Because it's difficult to
It's really...
sing and
nice,
play
though.
bass sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
me and my band, we also just like, I'm lead, but I'm actually a rhythm guitarist that just knows what the fuck he's doing. And then our rhythm guitarist wrote half of the solos on the album. So he plays half of the
Hilarious.
solos. It's just weird as
Yeah,
hell.
even you and I mean, we
Yeah,
take
like
turns.
sometimes I'll just be like, I don't feel like soloing, take it.
You've got grade 8 rock school, but can you tell me what a major ninth chord is?
Yeah, you bastard.
No, God, it's like
I'm
originally.
playing improvised music, man. That's not me.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Jazz.
I think
I mean, that's a
what
pretty
was-
jazzy chord.
Yeah.
For my 15th birthday, my pops got me my first guitar. Just a normal 6-string guitar. And I played that for like I've been playing guitar for almost 4 years. I've only been playing bass for like a year and a half. Because I was like, 5-string bass. He's like, here. I was like, oh, sick. Now, metal. The second I got that 5-string, I tuned it down to drop A.
Yeah.
You have to. You got to get that. Bro. I'm not playing that thing in B standard, bro. Drop A immediately. And so yeah, then I played with that bass like twice. Had some electronics issues. So my lovely boy Harren over here had the heart to borrow me his beautiful Ibanez
Oh,
bass.
that's very nice.
So and that's the one you saw us playing on last night.
Yes.
That was mine. Beautiful. Sounds so good. So yeah, no, and then I just kind of picked that up. I was like, okay, play bass now.
Play bass
But yeah,
now.
sometimes it's a thing of like Harren sings and plays guitar, or I sing and play bass. Other times I sing and play guitar and
Yeah,
he plays
so-
bass. So it's like it's very flexible in that regard of like who's the vocalist and who's the bass and the rhythm guitarist, right?
Sick.
Because he also can absolutely. How long have you been playing bass, bro?
I started playing bass and then I went to guitar. So
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So he was a
I've been
bassist
playing
first.
5-6 years.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
And
you're well diverse. I've been trying to play bass for like 2 months.
Hey man, it's
It gets
just like,
easier.
Trust me,
It
and
gets
it's
easier.
I don't know. It's something about bass guitar. It's just satisfying instrument. Like I don't know what it is.
It's those low
It's just-
frequencies, you know.
I'd stick to my 8-string, but yeah, shit.
okay, but not everybody has owns an 8-string and can just. You know.
You literally just pluck that low D sharp, and it just goes.
Literally.
R.I.P. microphone.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, like if it's see, I remember the first time I got it, I was like, okay, no. First thing, every guy, first time he gets, or girl, we don't discriminate here. Every time they get an 8-string, the first thing they try and learn is bleed.
Bleed. That's the thing. I have got a Meshuggah signature style Ibanez, and I don't listen to Meshuggah. I tried listening to Meshuggah, and I'm like, I get it. It's very cool and it's very innovative. But yeah, fuck that. I'm not
You
playing
listen
bleed.
to Animals as Leaders.
No, I can't stand animals. If
You know what?
I cannot
Hey,
count to
right.
if I cannot count to 4 or 6, then I'm out.
It's the same situation with me. I got the Epiphone Slash, the Les Paul.
Hates Guns N' Roses.
I don't like Guns N' Roses.
I free
don't.
myself over odd time signatures, man. I love
Dude,
math
what the
rock.
fuck? But like, fucking Welcome to the Jungle, dog.
It's a really nice guitar.
Wait, how? Do you all like prog and odd music, or
No.
more straightforward?
I'm pretty straightforward.
You straightforward. You.
I like gore noise and anti-music.
Now,
Like literally, like just straight, just like even the cymbals have distortion.
Fuck me.
Like it's literally just with a little bit of in there.
You should get the Argent compressor then if you make music. You know what it is. Yes, I've got one and it's fucking vicious.
Let's go.
yeah, I feel like my parts, I try and, like, I love math rock, so I try and do it in that style, even if it's just one fill that I take inspiration from a certain drummer or that sort of thing. I tried to cover Water Slide by Char, and I've got the charts for it and everything. I just gave up after that, like, one bell section. It was a little bit too long. But yeah, no, I think when things are so fast and time signatures are changing so quickly, your technical ability limits you.
Yeah, the most difficult math, like proggy thing I've ever played was one of my North Lane covers. Like at the breakdown, it was a very, very, very fucking weird rhythm where I had to like write down, okay, tick, tick, pause, tick, pause, mute, pause, pause, and I just wrote that out for the entire. So as I was like jamming, I was like looking at a piece of paper. That's so that's as hot as I would go. I'm a pretty straightforward guy, but I mean, I am in a punk band. You guys are an alternative indie band, so I wouldn't imagine
Punk-ish at times, but
sometimes
wouldn't be like classified punky. But
yeah,
some tracks are like they do hit that punk nail right on the head.
Yeah,
like the unreleased track we played last night, Earth Eater. It's like.
Yeah, that's pretty punky.
That's mad punky.
Yeah, it's a good time. Also got another one in the works.
Nice.
Yeah.
How far in the works are we?
With Earth Eater?
Okay, Earth Eater is done. We're working on getting it recorded at the moment.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit longer than expected, but you know how those things are sometimes. But at the moment, your boy got something cooking. So I just shared just a little spitball with my boys during a practice once. But yeah, no, got a lot of stuff on the way, coming, looking good.
We got some stuff in the pot.
We are in the kitchen.
We cooking in the kitchen.
Is it just like a couple of singles leading up to an EP, or just are you planning on an album?
Shit, whole album, man.
Whole album again.
Yeah, you know what? We with the first one, we were like, okay, let's test the waters with this.
Yeah.
You know, hence why I think it sounds just a little bit more like scattered. I think with this one, we're gonna go a lot more deliberate with
You're going to refine it a bit and decide this
we
is
had
the
to
style.
establish a sound by putting out a collection of songs first, but I think now we're a bit more refined.
Yeah, and we're gonna absolutely break that sound.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because there's no rules, man. It's just
Before we move on, I just want to apologize for doing this constantly because your boy is broke and we're not professionals.
No.
Tell you what, when we reach 100 subscribers, I'll buy a very nice microphone.
Let's go. 100 scores.
Are you
subscribed? Like and subscribe.
Are all of you subscribed?
Yes,
I am definitely.
He got his notification on.
on, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what I was getting into, you know?
Yeah, good. That was don't. All right, cool.
That's funny.
So, what are the future plans for the band? Where do you see? Well, not future plans because you guys you said you want to refine that album and that sound. So, let me rather ask, where do you see yourselves in the future? Are you planning to go big, or you like kind of the scene where you are now, just a bit more successful? What are you guys in it for?
Personally, I want to go big. You know?
Go big.
You know, I think I can speak for most of us, all of us here, when we say like that's pretty much the goal, is to just
Like the
more
whole thing
talent
of,
grid.
like the whole thing of like staying underground to an extent, but still being successful in that like matter. Like that is cool, and that will be reached to some extent. But obviously, after that, you want to reach another milestone, which that would then be considered fame, quote unquote.
That's a very difficult and dangerous thing that you just mentioned, because when you're not making it, all of us, then it's just chill because you're like, I'm not in this for the money, I'm in it for the enjoyment, and you have a passion for it. Yeah. When you're at the stage where you're making money, you can obviously take it more seriously, you can put your love and effort into it full on and make a living on it.
Yeah.
That in-between stage that you're talking about, then you don't know what the fuck to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because
hardcore.
You're like, do I commit? Do we pull back? If we pull back, are people going to be disappointed? Do we work on the album? I have a day job.
Literally, we're kind of in that in between.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a musician's limbo, but we're getting somewhere.
Sure.
We definitely make it work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Support from the scene has just been freaking
Yeah, it's been
immaculate.
unbelievable, really.
Absolutely immaculate.
I was talking about like those stuff this morning. I was actually like doing calculations. How much money am I making? And is it enough to have rent? So now
Like we all run on.
I know the struggle. All right, cool.
It's real in these streets.
I need to look at my cheat sheets here because you guys are nailing these questions.
Triangle, square,
Triangle
down, up, down, triangle.
We just admit that we prefer PlayStation.
What?
Yes, I prefer PlayStation.
Oh no! I do prefer PlayStation now.
Yeah, same.
PlayStation all my life.
Let's go.
Sony sponsor us.
Today's video is sponsored by Sony Entertainment. I want to ask, where do you guys decide on, how to get that sound for your band? What are the bands that you kind of reference off of? Or was it from the heart? You guys just decided we're going to do this type of style?
It's kind of crazy, actually. I mean, I think we take different things from different people in very different genres. I mean,
Each one of you?
Yeah. We
Straight up theft.
there's a lot of hip hop stuff that we take inspiration from.
What?
Hip hop stuff?
Hip hop? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
When we said K-pop for a second.
We don't take any inspiration from K-pop, but yeah, there's a lot of different genres.
Except for the skincare routine.
Exactly, except for the skincare routine. But I mean, I think we all pull from, as Bongo says, what we find cool, and that comes together to be our sound. PoolHouse is the four of us. I think that combination of all of our different musical influences coming together, and my math rock drums with Aaron's blues guitar is like, it's pretty PoolHousey.
We steal a lot.
Unfortunately, I can't make any weird, incoherent pig noises on the microphone anymore after an incident that we had.
Okay, it wasn't an incident.
So basically,
It wasn't
right?
an incident.
So we were performing at Rumors Lounge, and I was singing Earth Eater, and the breakdown section came.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself, and I dropped some dirty lows
Yeah.
on Earth Eater, and everybody was just like,
What
What is this, man?
That's like OG PoolHouse.
"Oh yeah."
No, that was like our third show.
That was
But
way back.
at this point, the only thing that because I feel like it would be mildly clashing if I add a lot of metal influence to this type of sound. So I lean more to my grunge alternative sides. So I play with the pick like the Lord and Savior himself, Chris Novoselic, and all treble tone. Got some really punchy but funky bass lines. So Bobby Caldwell can be thanked for that. Got this guitar styles from Wunderbar. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's a Californian indie band. They're pretty fire. Check them out. Wunderbar is perfect.
I'll check them out too. Honestly.
If y'all might know the song Alien Blues. It was on Wild on TikTok a year ago.
We kind of have the same thing, but opposite in our band, because Grant, it's his album. He wrote and recorded everything. He just got us together to make his dream kind of a reality. So we obviously kind of want to bring our influences into it, but we're very respectful and we don't want to mess his stuff. But sometimes when we're writing new stuff, we're like, we got this cool idea and we want to add to it and make our own flares. And sometimes Grant will write a song for us and then we're like, it's just octave chords again. It's a cool riff, but can we have? And then we bring in our own influences to make it more spicy. And we balance it out by spicing up instead of the opposite of what you guys are doing. You freaking mouth rock, death metal, and metalcore and all that stuff, and you have to tune it down to alternative indie rock.
I mean, Aaron's pretty bluesy. There's a bit of that in there too.
There's a lot of blues in there.
Shit.
Y'all heard Tower that Stanley built? I mean, check it out.
That was more
EP.
country.
Why does that music feel so western sometimes?
I don't know. I don't think
It's either country or Midwest emo.
We don't do Midwest.
Nah, you're not Midwest.
Fuck out of here, man. No.
I've got a student that's Midwest emo. Trust me.
We are
guys
not
are
Midwest.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You guys' guitars are still in standard tuning. Don't worry, you're still standard.
Yeah, no alternate tunings here. Thank you very much.
Unless you do a gig where your guitar is tuned, the G is tuned to a G sharp, I think it is. Yeah, and if you're not doing that, then you're still good.
Okay, we're still good.
Oh, we're still good. We're still good. All right, cool. I wanted to ask gear because you guys had some interesting gear. I saw.
Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise, as Bonga says.
Okay, who wants to start?
Who wants to start?
I think let me note out on drums quickly.
You got the post,
So I use a double ply Remo Weather Stroke something head on my snare drum. I use only Pearl kits. Pearl hardware is great. If I had
Pearl sponsor us.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I like Meinl cymbals, but I play with Zildjian just because, like, oh my god, that stuff is expensive, man. Cymbals are crazy.
Cymbals are
drummers
crazy.
know what I'm talking about. It's just insane.
We were thinking for our one friend, she plays drums. We were thinking like maybe for her birthday, we should all just give her money to pitch in for a cymbal.
yeah. And import fees and everything in here is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so Meinl, Pearl, and Remo.
Do you do it because it just works, or do you have a distinct sound that you want to go
There's
after?
a distinct sound that I like from all the different brands that I choose to use, and I think those brands I choose because they offer that product that gives me that sound. Like for my snare drum, I like it to be dry and dead, like no overtones.
Okay.
I actually play with a weight on my snare drum.
Really?
Like a 2 kilogram weight.
Is it like, oh wait, or was it like those silicone stuffies?
No. Like some people
Like
use
proper
silicones.
weight.
Like I put proper weights and keep my snare drum flat to hit those rim
Nice,
shots.
okay.
To kill any overtones. Yeah, I'm just nerding out about drums. But
We're all just here like,
No idea what
All the drummers out there can appreciate that one.
on my PC, I look at the double kicks and go,
yeah.
For bass, I'm running a Ibanez.
a very nice Ibanez.
Very nice Ibanez bass. I cannot tell you which model it is, unfortunately.
Well, it's an Ibanez. I
It's
can't
an
tell you what
Ibanez.
my Ibanez models are. Except my...
I can't afford a nice bass cab, so I'm running through a Roland Cube XL20 at the
That's
moment.
Too terrible.
No, it's got some cool effects. And I have a Digitech multi-effects that I use, pedal board, because multiple pedals, very expensive. I only have, my day job doesn't pay that much, so just a nice good old El Cheapo multi-effects it gets that chainsaw tone down for when it's necessary.
Yeah, I when I was watching you guys at the gig last weekend, like when there was a section where you can hear you a bit better, you had a very nasty tone.
Oh no,
in
that
a
was
good
a
way.
fat tone.
That was a fat, good.
But so that's.
But it didn't sound like a bassist trying to sound like a guitarist. That's what I liked. It was just a good, dirty bass tone. So big respect for making
you.
your little Roland Cube freaking work beautifully. So good job on that.
Appreciate that.
Oh, lead guitar? Oh, shit. Man, I honestly, I play whatever guitar I can get my hands on.
I like that answer. I love that
But
answer.
like the standard guitar that I play with is usually a Squire Strat.
Okay. You were rocking an Ibanez.
Yeah, again, I play whatever I can get my hands on. I recently discovered that Ibanez was some years ago. That Ibanez I discovered like from years ago at my friend's house, and I just got it back. So I was like, why the fuck not? But my normal guitar is a Squire Strat. I have a Zoom multi-effects pedal. I don't use as much recently, but I have that. And it's usually you can hear it on the EP. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've done a lot of
Mustang.
Yeah, I also have the Mustang, but that one's been out of commission for like a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done a lot of fucked up shit to that Strat, so I don't. It doesn't sound normal anymore.
I was showing you guys earlier, my cheapest guitar is a Squire Strat, and it is the best playing guitar. For some reason.
Squire's
Squire's really good.
Jimmy, he wants to be on the podcast. Come.
we got Kitty on the podcast.
Kitty on the podcast. Balls. Hey. He's gonna lose them in a month, so.
Tell him that he doesn't have
That's
to know yet.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Right,
no,
cool.
man.
Do you? Sorry, just before. Shut up. Know your place.
Settle down, bro.
Do you have a particular sound you want? I know you say you work with whatever you got, but do you try to get a certain sound, or is it literally just fuck it, we ball?
Thing for me is I'm more focused on the recording of the music and how it sounds as a like a frozen product, like in time, than I am with it live. So yeah, there's a sound for when I'm recording. That I go for. That's a lot more.
Please don't drink my water.
That's a lot thinner, and I don't know how to describe it. You know, you guys have to hear it, but yeah, there's a tone that I typically try to go for. But live, fuck it, we ball. You know,
Fuck it, we
It's
ball. Like to hear it.
On that grind set mindset.
Yeah.
Grind set.
That's the grind set, Sigma mindset.
yeah.
Whoa.
I'm joking.
Are we though?
He's not.
My setup.
Is having your guitar string break on your first song?
Seems to happen a lot to me. It happened at Rumors a couple of weeks ago as well.
Really shit.
The Heron curse.
And I had extra strings, so I was about to like, and then they just, here, dude, take this guitar. And I was like, thanks, guys.
Yeah, shout out to the guitarists from 6 Feet Apart
Yeah,
for borrowing
really
my
the
boy's
guitar.
Strat.
Seriously.
I've never had a guitar string break on me live. I'm very thankful for that. But I have had guitar strings break. And I'm only going to say that it happens on one guitar in particular a lot. And it might... I'm seeing a little bit of a connection. I'm not going to name the brand, but it does have a Les Paul shape.
It's totally not Les. It's not totally not Les Paul though, but it like looks exactly like a Les Paul.
Yes,
So
it looks exactly like one, sounds exactly like one.
Yeah,
It has the
so
same
that
branding.
guitar, those were the strings that came with the guitar, because that guitar is extremely new, like I just got it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Hello Kitty.
And yeah, before that, I've been playing my Squire Strat. It's like a 25-year-old little Squire
A
Strat.
proper squire.
Full of old stickers on it. It was my stepbrother's, and then I was learning guitar, so he's like, "Yeah, dude, take this." And then my dad actually bought me a Orange Crush 5-watt.
Jimmy!
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. It's just having fun, man.
Let me just chowing.
But yeah, so I play through. Well, now I play through my Epiphone Les Paul, the Slash model, and then the Slash model.
my feelings, Harry.
Homie doesn't even like Guns N' Roses.
I love that guitar though. Like,
Oh no,
I'm in love
absolutely.
with that guitar.
I've touched it and I fell in love
And I
with it. It
don't
was
use
amazing.
pedals or anything. I just use the orange distortion. I love the distortion.
I've got this beautiful blue Gretsch, which is like a Les Paul shape.
saw
And
it.
I don't like short scales because I chug the living shit out of my guitar, so this is just not going to work. But I got it just for the sole sake of playing live and having a type of guitar. I understand why it's a nice guitar. Like, it plays really nicely, and because it's shorter, less tension, you get awesome action. Just very sick, but so many...
You can't chug, bro. You can't chug.
it.
You can't chug it. If you can't
Obviously, a
chug
lot
it,
of
don't
people
want
do
it.
chug on it, but I think scale length is king. Just my opinion.
I can chug on mine, so pretty well.
Actually, no, like you'd be surprised. It has some tight chugs.
Tight chugs. Yeah. Cool. If you,
chugs.
Yeah,
you got an orange.
I've got an orange.
Orange and a Les Paul, and bam.
Yeah, that's
Oh
me.
shit, I forgot to mention I played through a Vox, my bad.
Okay.
British tone.
Yeah, that English tone, bro.
Have you seen... Have you seen like those Vox mini boxes?
I have one of those.
Bro, I remember I got a new student and I've never seen one. And then she's got like this beat up Squire as well.
Yeah.
And she pulls out this little Vox thing. She's like, yeah, this is like the only thing I have. And I'm like, oh, that's adorable. Can I use it? I think just
packs
I
a
want to
punch,
see what
bro.
this
What?
thing is like. And I plug it in and expecting like the worst sound in the world because it's so small. And it fucking blew me away.
Oh, it's
Yeah, no,
really
It's
good.
really cool. I put it like aux through my monitors.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
It is really good. So if I could get the tone from that on my like actual full size amp,
I want to get one of those for like Christmas or my birthday or whatever, and then I'm gonna find a way to play it through my just so I'm gonna get
you know,
away.
I
to
tried. You're gonna blow up your amp, dude. Because you can like put it in the input and then put a thing. You know, one of those aux to jack adapters.
Yeah.
Pull one of those through the Vox amp, mini amp, and then put it into your guitar. Literally, man, it's like it will blow your shit
I
up.
will find a way to put it through.
When you do, let me know, man.
We gotta know, man.
That's
we gotta
sick.
know.
That's very sick. All right, cool. You guys freaking killed this interview.
Thank
I don't know if you
Very
have
much.
anything else you guys want to say, because you guys have been lovely. We've had a nice jam. We got the same vibe. We're going to support each other lots in the future.
Definitely, man. 100%.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
And
of
also,
course.
Yeah, thank you.
Oof. Yeah. Last time we did an interview, man.
yeah.
But we don't talk about that time.
What happened?
We don't talk about that time.
Well, we
Just
did
don't
this
talk-
whole
yeah,
interview.
We don't talk about
Okay.
No. Let's talk about it.
No.
I'm calling out this motherfucker.
Okay, all right. We won't talk about it.
Yo, when there will be a season for beef, and then we'll call them out. But
We always sneak beef into our episodes. I don't know how, but we just go into rants. Like, I've had to stop rants about, like, privileged white girls so many times.
yo, speaking.
Like, literally, like, there was in our episode where we talked about photographers and photography, there was like 15 minutes cut out of that episode. We just ranted about one girl. So I understand.
We were talking about that, like, a Q price. Shout out to the Q price. There's these like little like G-Shock-esque watches. And Giannis made a comment. He's like, "Oh yeah, these are Bianca watches."
Okay, it was like, okay, like, just in my defense, right? It was a little white G-Shock looking watch, and it was called an R-Shock because Q Price. Shout out to Q Price
Shout
down the road. But yeah, no, it's like, it looks like the type of watch a white girl named Bianca would wear. And
I mean, he's not wrong, but
it was a
but,
bit
you
out
know,
of pocket. I do.
I found it
mildly out of
hilarious.
pocket.
I mean,
But
It's pretty funny.
you know, maybe Bianca would find it out of pocket, but I mean, that was pretty fucking hilarious.
get called out.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here. You guys are
course.
sick. Love to see your stuff when it releases. You guys want to plug anything? You want to shout out anything?
Ah, shit.
Listen
Again,
to
you know,
the
shout
album.
out Sony.
Some local bands.
We shout out
to
some locals.
Sony, you know.
Sony.
Go listen to our EP.
Yeah, available on Spotify,
Stay
Apple
tuned.
Music, and Instagram Music, YouTube
You
music.
listen to your
It's
music
up
on.
wherever you
Yeah.
get your music.
Yeah, if you can stream music on it, it's there.
it's there.
Spotify EP, EP on Spotify, the PoolHouse EP. There we
I've got
go.
to say that your guys' songs are like absolutely perfect for playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So thank you very much.
Let's go.
I'm so happy about that.
Best thing you've said today.
I'm compiling a playlist. So currently, it's just my jam playlist for when I play Tony Hawk. But all the local bands I've played with, I'm going to add one of their songs to my
Which one?
little
Tony Hawk Pro
playlist.
Skater.
Which one? Tony, it's literally called Local Vibes, parenthesis, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Vibes.
Which PoolHouse track's going on?
I have to check. I can't remember the
Yeah,
song.
we run on vibes here, Bongo.
Yeah, we vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It is.
Vibes. Vibes.
Vibes.
No, bro. You check
Vibes.
the
No,
vibes
bro,
on
check
like
it's the vibe. Yeah.
the vibes on like vibing, bro. It doesn't vibe. You know, that's the issue.
That's the issue with our
I've got.
You know, I don't even blame you, bro. Our titles are like the wackiest thing.
I love it. It's like
I love it,
it's
man.
eclectic. You know.
It's
Yeah.
eclectic and it's got that like authentic PoolHouse flavor.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So currently, we've got Danish Invasion and Morphine on the playlist.
Crazy, man. That's insane.
I kind of forgot about that track.
Yeah. No, I listened to it the other day and I was like,
Yeah.
We should post that meme I made with it.
Wait, what meme did you post?
it's you know, yeah. We'll
Okay,
post it.
I completely forgot that we recorded that.
We should play
Yeah,
it next
same.
gig.
No, man.
You know, honestly, even if we wanted to, I don't know how to. I forgot.
You forgot how to play more?
I forgot how to play Morphine
You'll
completely.
remember
It's
it's like not
space.
that tough.
For anybody who wants to
I
do
need
covers
space
and
for, like, the
drop
new
D
stuff.
tuning.
Bro, you know how hard it was learning some of my old solos on like recordings? I'm like, holy fuck.
Bro, I
I don't know
don't
if you're
even-
good, but what the fuck, bro?
I don't even remember my solos. Like I like play them
write a
once
new
in the
one,
studio, and then I'm like,
That's like-
next.
It's like a lead guitarist thing. Is like not remembering your solos.
No, well, okay, well, if you're a professional lead guitarist, you know, like your Kirk Hammett and whatnot, yes, you have to. But I'm like, fuck it, bro.
Kirk
Fuck
Hammett
you.
does not remember his solos.
I swear to God,
You
he
have
does
to
he
relearn
not?
them.
No.
He
Wow.
has to relearn them. I shit you not.
I saw a thing when he buys a tab book.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Oh, he has his own solos in there.
Yeah.
I thought when I'm big enough, I'll hire a guy specifically to teach me my own stuff. And
You know what?
I give guitar lessons.
When I'm
Just-
You could be my guy on tour.
the same drummers trying to cover our music, The Trouble. Just gonna release the transcriptions.
there you go, cool.
Yeah, you might want to do that with the type of stuff you get up to. This boy goes a little bit wild behind the kid. Hey?
The playlist currently only has 20 songs. It's a fairly new playlist, but the idea is eventually it's going to be like the Headbangers playlist. So then it's going to be like a playlist you can listen to on Spotify and YouTube, so that you can just enjoy local bands.
That's tight. That sounds awesome. Cool.
If you got suggestions for that, please comment it below. You guys also can give suggestions if you've got some local bands you think deserve to be on the playlist. As long as it vibes with Tony Hawk, I'm good.
I will be in that comment section.
Be in that comment section, bro. All right, cool. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Band Review.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and go watch our old stuff if you haven't yet. We've got, by this stage, we've got 3 other podcasts and a lot of other weird stuff we've done that you can go click on here, and goodbye.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.